Hello, and welcome back to our continuing Settlement Survival Let's Play Series Season 2. I'm Larry, we're on Episode 6, and I hope everybody had a start to a brand new 2020 year, and hopefully a lot of good things are going to happen for all of us this year. So let's get into it. And on the previous episode, we went ahead and added all of these people to our fields to see if we could cure our little food situation here. And let's see how many crops we're going to lose when it turns cold. Because unless we can get this fixed, life is going to keep on getting hard. And of course, our chilies are... they're already harvesting away. Life is good there. And, we're seeing some peas already getting harvested. And, we just might have this little issue taken care of. Not too sure. Okay, where are you guys running to? Oh, no. That needs to go away. You guys are not going to path there. So, you three little people that I have spares of right now, go do your jobs and get rid of that, because we do not want our pea people running over there. And they did a little better job. We're still in the positive there, and so life is good, and good old technology point. Where are we going to add this? Of course, we're going straight into agriculture, and we're going to bring up our fertile fields, which is really don't care about at this point. I don't have enough animals. This is the little puppy that we want. We want this passive bonus here. So now, I told you in the previous episode, we need to play the map. The map doesn't need to play us. So, yeah, as you saw a little slight glimpse here, look what I put down. Oh, yeah. This is our first production area. And believe it or not, yeah, the development points are going to be our first production line. And that's exactly what we want. Now, we don't want peas over in this area. We want water. Because I don't want people pathing all over the place for water. Because we've got a couple wells here just to fill in. And that's good for me. But this is the big deal. We're being constrained by technology. Let's face it. If we don't have the good stuff, our life's going to be full of headaches. So, if you notice, there is an achievement to hit level 100 by the year 30. So that tells me the devs are really wanting people to make sure their technology is on track. So, I'm going to amp it up, and we're going to really get it fired up. And so that means 30. Yes, 30. Maybe I think it's 31 research academies. Now I know you're like, Larry, you are screwball, you're nuts. No, I'm not. Plain and simple. We want passive bonuses. Look here at logistics. We can expand the pockets, increase by 80 without making anything. That's important. I mean, it's, we're literally doubling their carrying capacity, and we don't have to make anything for it. Then, right here, the delivery. It would be nice to have that so our citizens don't have to run around and grab it. We can let the vendors do it over in the marketplace. We want that. Processing. We want all of this fun stuff. I mean, in the wearable, clothes lasts basically twice as long. So, that's a good thing. Our agriculture, we'd get all the stuff, everything that we want so much faster. We want fish ponds. Fish ponds are awesome. They're a whole lot better than that little fishing dock. Then, we have all this that we want. Mining. We all want deep mines. We want unlimited quarries. So why hamstring us on not getting any of this stuff by barely having any technology going? When you're talking about the boarding school, you not having kids have to path all over the place. They stay in one spot until they're educated. This is literally the fastest way to educate them without having to worry about, do you have enough reeds? Do you have enough coal? Are you making enough paper or anything like that? It makes life so much easier. Plus, we don't have to build these within the market circle. We can place them wherever the heck we want. So, to me, that is huge. We want all this medical. Our development points are going to save us. It's what makes our life easier to build our map. Just look at this passive minus 10% to citizen stress. God, makes life easier. Here, look what the theater does. Increases happiness. We want bathhouses. So, yeah. This is going to be our very first production area. And that's the direction that we're going. And, the only thing that's a bummer is with the materials. The materials are going to kill us. And, that's where development points kick in. Now, what did we get here? Let's pause this. And, okay, chili peppers did what they were expected. These peas did okay. Look at this. We actually got a full harvest out of this for $11.51. We literally twice there. More than a 25% increase there. I don't think this one improved. No, it actually was worse, which I don't know how that happened, but okay. And, that is what it is. So, we are going to go ahead and, for the 4 people that I have, we're going to get our builders back up to strength. And maybe not that many. Keep 2 people around. So, we have that going. So now we can build stuff faster, which is what we want. And unfortunately, if you look at what we're dealing with right here, not having the mines and all that other fun stuff, we have to rely on the map. And that's just kind of a bummer. So let's go ahead and bring in some more lumber since we're low on that. And where do we want to take it from? Well, since we're going to be building, we'll go ahead and siphon it from right here. We'll slurp all this stuff up. It's winter time. We don't want them too cold, so we'll have them take all of this. And this isn't pathing too far, so I guess they can live with that. And then I want this road. Now, if you notice, when I ghost built this, I didn't put in any of the roads. I didn't want them wasting their time on anything. I wanted to get these houses going so life is good there. And we're out of fuel. Okay. This is the thing that's just irritating and is I don't have coal going. And we really need to get coal going so we can stop all this nonsense about fuel. So let's see what our new livestock, what did they give us? Okay, we got turkeys. Turkeys are awesome for raw food. I mean, they breed fast. You don't get anything from them other than food and poop. There's only one animal that rivals the turkey, and it's the pig. Because the pig really doesn't give you anything other than food and poop. So, yeah. Turkeys and pigs are the first two things. And then, speaking of animals. Animals that we absolutely want. Do we like the alpaca? Yes, because it gives us the fur that we can use for clothing. If we put it through the butcher, we get fat, so we can make our soap. So alpaca's great, but the buffalo's nicer, but the buffalo's great for doing leather stuff. So, so it's literally identical to alpaca, but you get leather instead. Now, would I prefer sheep? Yeah, because sheep you can do more, but unfortunately, you don't get fat from it. So that's a big deal. Cattle is great. It's a replacement for buffalo, and you get, oodles of leather off that. And then chickens are a must for all your cooking because they give eggs. And then you're also looking at your goose. Goose are awesome because, they get feathers just like from the ducks. So it's a balance on what you want to try to get first. And these ones we get free. Now, the first animal I'm going to purchase, believe it or not, is more likely going to be the pig. Because we're going to go with the pig, and then we're going to go with the dairy cattle if we don't get the buffalo. So, we have to plan out what we want to move us forward. And those are some great animals to have right from the get-go. But, of course, we have to make money in order to afford what we want. Now, I'm going to adopt the strategy of if we're not using any of it, we sell it flat out. And so we'll be needing the grocery store so we can, and I hate that they called it a grocery store because it's so misleading. It's plain and simple. It sells stuff, and it sells stuff to traveling merchants. It's not selling stuff to any of our settlers. So it's so misleading that they call it a grocery store. So that's somewhat annoying. Now we're almost at the max, I do believe, of what our schools will do. No, I forgot. We upgraded them so we can do 40. So I don't have to worry about building the school yet, but they still want more housing. And unfortunately, I'm running out of places to build. And I know you're like, Larry, you got plenty of places to build. Not really. I mean, not with what I had planned. So we're going to egg. I guess we'll build something over here. Make them happy. And we'll go ahead and throw down a couple houses right here. I think this is what I want. Right there. Throw in a little road right there. And I know everything looks discombobulated right now, but it's okay. Come on, guys, hurry up and build those roads. And we're still hurting over here for our domestic fuel. We have 5 people, so I'm going to go ahead and throw another person there. And we don't have any technology points yet. Thanks a lot, guys. And we're going to go ahead and get these moving a little bit more here. Make sure that flax field comes in full bore. And how's this looking? Yeah, see, if you notice, our clothes are starting to dip, and that's not a good thing. It's going in the wrong direction. And I think since we added the more people on flax, that should bring that up a little bit. Because that's not looking too good. Oh well, it is what it is. And now, okay, since this is built, we have to make sure our water's set out in the proper areas. Which we know we have this one for water. I think we excluded water from this one. No, we did not. And I really don't want this one holding water. So we're going to take that one out. We have this one for water, which is good. And we have this one over here for water. And this one should be set up for water. Oh, no, that's fuel. I take that back. And this one I'm going to go ahead and destroy because I wanted this set up for water. Or was this one for fuel? Oh, yes. This one I wanted set up for fuel. So we're going to go ahead and tell them to ace this. No, yeah, I want that one set up for water too. I know we need to set up storage over here. And so we are going to place, let me pause this. We're going to place storage right here. And we're going to move this a little here. So this is 11 by 11. So we want, let me set this to 11 by 11. Ooh, oh, that's right. The storage yards won't go that. They have to go 10 by 10. So we can do 10 by 5. It's kind of a bummer I can't do 11 by 11. So 10 by 5 by a 10 by 5. And what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Some trees have to grow here. I'm good with that. So this one we're going to set up for food only. So our farmers will have a place to drop stuff. And it's just going to be rough food. This one, once it's built, we will go ahead and set that up for fuel. Oops. There we go. I'm hearing all these tinks. Tinks are not good. Is when you forget where you've built everything and you're just like, no. Yeah. Our fuel's still not happy. Now, one of the reasons why we're doing this is I'm going to have to move We're out of food again. Oh, this is killing me. How is this happening? We have this many people and we cannot keep up with food? Oh, guys. What are we doing here? So we're going to go into agriculture, and now they're going to motivate a whole lot faster. So we're going to... Oh, we need more food. So let's give them more food. Now, I'm afraid of putting stuff over here. If we put food over here, if this overflows, it's going to wipe out the food. And I'm thinking by putting this stuff this far back, it should be safe. But then again, I could be wrong. It's not the first time I've never been wrong. Or have been wrong. Yeah, that sounds better. That I have been wrong. So, I know fertile fields would be a good way to go, but if we look at this, raw food, we're not really making that much poop yet. And I need to bring the turkeys on as well. And what size? I think, is this 11 by 11? Let's take a look at this real quick. This pasture is... And we went 10 by 10. Okay. So we can do another... No, we can't. There we go. This is going to be a temporary pasture. And then we'll throw... See, I'm already kind of jacking things up because our people are pathing so far away. I need to get what I want implemented so we can get this fixed. But we will. We'll go ahead and put a field right here, which of course 11 by 11. They'll get that built. And see, this is where animals become kind of critical, because since they're always producing food for us, it takes stress off the farmers. And like over here, how much, they brought in 441, so that's continuous food, which is nice. Now, how are we doing on this stuff? Bricks, we still need 200. We've used some glass. Clay. We'll have to keep an eye on all this. We don't want things to get away from us again. And, okay, they finally got those roads built. Let's get this farm built. Which it doesn't really matter. It's not going to do us any good, so we're going to go ahead and close it. But we'll set it up for pea production next year. Okay, Mysterious Merchant. Yeah, we can't afford it, so it's no big deal. It'll be okay. And of course, with us not having enough food, we have to deal with what we have to deal with. And have our alpaca done anything for us? Yeah. Not really. I mean, we got some wool. We got some poop. So let's go ahead and set them up for alpaca. Because we have 304 of that. That'll give these guys time to get their act together. And of course, we're herding on lumber again, which is fine. It's just annoying. See, they're not even getting anything else delivered. It's all just right here. So, oh well. These are just the growing pains that we go through, and so be it. But everything else looks good. See, and they're moving the water like they should be, which is nice. And we don't have enough stone for me to upgrade the roads, and that's also hurting us. So we're really going to have to look at getting our quarries online. And I'm thinking the quarries, we're just going to line them up. But unfortunately, not having enough people and enough houses to support the quarries. So one of the things that we're going to do is, before we get the quarries, we're going to set up the mines, because I want to see how many mines I can get around this. And now that food, okay. See, I let this get away from me again. I don't want any of this stuff here. So let's go ahead and kill this off. Because like I said, I am going to absolutely control these warehouses this year. I mean, in this playthrough this year. Well, yeah, that's kind of technically true this year. So we're going to go ahead and set this warehouse up. And I know it's an extremely small water warehouse, but that's fine. All I want are small amounts of water around this area. Because if our settlers need water, I'm planning on manufacturing enough water to keep all these things full of water. Just like we're going to be sending off enough fuel to make sure this fuel only is going to be jam-packed with fuel. We're gonna stop all this pathing nonsense that we had issues with from the previous series. We're going to get them doing what they need to be doing and not playing around with all the other nonsense. Just like we're going to get enough poop production going to where we're going to be able to support fertilizer plus use it to make domestic fuel, so we're not going to have to rely on lumber. That's another part of this strategy that I have planned that we're going to do on the technology, is we're going to eliminate issues before they start. And that's the plan. Now, see, we're out of lumber again. They're unhappy clams. And I know I should be building a forest farm. I know this, but it comes down to right now, I have to worry about getting us off the ground as far as technology goes. So it's, a deal with the devil here. Better to deal with the devil that you know than the devil you don't. So, yeah. So if I know I'm going to have a lumber issue, I'm not going to whine about it. But unfortunately, we're once again going into wintertime with no fuel. And that hurts. And they're rubbing it in our nose. Oh well. Don't care. I mean, these two guys are doing their job, but, we want a lot more people doing this job. So, right here, I'm going to fix this. but I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to just wipe everything off to make life easier. I'm going to do fuel, and I'm going to allow it to keep timber because I'm about ready to clear cut an area, and I don't want them pathing too far. So let's deal with, I know it's wintertime. I know I shouldn't do this, but I want a boost right there. Probably a huge mistake, but oh well. They're going to attack this stuff first, and then they're going to go over and attack this area. And that's going to give us, that looks like some iron down there. So we'll get some iron, we'll get herbs or extra food. So that'll help. And yeah, going into winter with only 600, yeah, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt big time. So we're going to have to take, I'm going to take this off peas, and we're going to do chili peppers. And we'll go ahead and assign. Oh, I don't have people to assign. People freeze to death or what? Oh well. I'm feeling kind of heartless right now. So, but you see what we're going for, and I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here. And this is going to be our first straight up strategy. We're going to keep on trying to fix the food issue. I'm going to go ahead and bite the bullet, and we'll put some more housing and some more food over here. I just think we're going to lose it on our first flood. But we have to do what we have to do. We have to get the food in so we can implement our education strategy. Or I shouldn't say education, our development strategy. So hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully you had an incredible New Year's Eve. I ate a ton of lasagna, so I didn't even wake up till like noon. Yeah. So life was good. And I will talk to you in the next episode.